Ratchet is maybe too strong a word. Mild reverbs. Part is having difficulty getting his scoring consistent. He tends, actually, when it comes to hockey again, he tends to put a bit of little finger spin into his throwing, which sometimes drops the dart too early. Whereas Dennis likes that. That's the perfect one for Dennis. Top of the 60 bed. So if you watch Part coming in on the next time,
123.
He sometimes actually rolls his little finger too early, whereas Dennis's trajectory, amazing. Look at that, and the wibble, and the weep. See, he's having lots of trouble by his standards, adjusting to the 60. And Dennis, John, there's signs that Dennis is trying to psych himself up, walking up the back of the hockey like a coyote after the roadrunner, saying, "Come on, Dennis." And it looks as though he psyched himself up at the right time.
Yeah, yes, Sid. This is a great throw. Whatever happens now. There it is! I guess that won't be the last either.
Well, quite often it takes his missus handbagging him verbally from down the front row, saying, "Come on, Dennis!" Maybe not tonight. And Dennis normally slow starter, so things looking good for the Extra Mafia.
97.
So Priestley 198, Part back on 263 here. Distinct advantage, a chance to take the darts. Remember, Priestley had the darts in the first leg. Will also have the darts in the third. So if he can get this one,
140.
The equivalent of stealing serve across the other side of London on the Wimbledon grass courts.
Picking off the 90s, he's going to be needing lots of that cover. Watch these use of cover shots. The treble 19, fascinating use of cover. Dennis sometimes goes for the treble 18 if he's not too happy on the 60. He is at the moment.
Part's logic in that was he didn't want to leave himself 163. He's left himself 167, which is a 3-dart finish. Should Priestley miss 58. One's tops now for 2-0 in this first set. Clipped the wire. Double 10. So 167. Part knows it's possible.
John, you require 167.
Can get him really on Dennis's tail this. That's always found it at the right time. Good fun and games here at Circus. Oh, brilliant. This will be tremendous. A ball.
Well, 130. But I'm afraid he let you down. But it was a great effort. Never mind the last start.
I don't get paid by results.
Never mind the last start. That was a great effort by John Part. Got the 2 trebles, and if nothing else, whatever happens, if Priestley does get this double 10 now, at least Part has found those trebles that have been elusive so far in this game. And there you are, 2-0 to Priestley. But the Canadian knows where the trebles are. And it might just be the start of a run for him.
Third leg, Dennis to throw first.
And again, the sportsmanship of this clash of the Titans, Night of Destiny, call it what you like, as Dennis acknowledged that brilliant effort for the 167 by Part. Loves it thereabouts, top of the bed. Tries the adjustment down.
140.
Well, although there's no brass on offer for this, Dennis showing that even the Yorkies could play for pride. Awkward blocker for him.
60.
So watch that, watch the little finger. Tends to, once it goes, he tends to pull down sometimes. You see that sudden, the bottom of his hand, I think, sometimes cuts out of the shot. He doesn't follow through. Dennis looking mean on the 60, John.
Yeah, 140 leaves him 221, and that's a big, big lead already. John Part feeling the pressure in this first set. Priestley wants this leg for the first set, 3-0. Come on, he says.
41.
Well, he's having to work, John Part, here. Priestley not relenting.
Yes, Part will know there's a parcel of Yorkshire talent up here. Dennis honed on top professional play. It's one thing that maybe the likes of John Part lacks is rubbing shoulders with the hard lads.
48.
things looking bleak for him with Dennis coming out firing as well. Early doors, John.
Yes, as you say, it's unusual for Priestley to be hitting them right from the off, but he's been up in that practice room making sure that he's ready for this one. And John Part was up there practicing as well. It's important for him that he gets a leg straight away in that second set, because I'd rather think Priestley here throwing on 173, Part way back you can see, should win this set.
And one has to say that Dennis regards this as almost a home
60.
pitch. He lives in Mexborough, where the Red Lions is local, but he did take the first ever WDC World Championship here, John Gwynn.
Yes, in 1994, when John Part was winning, of course, across the way at Frimley Green. And he threw well that particular week, I remember.
121.
Very well. 121. But in fairness, Priestley's maintained his form, whereas John Part in subsequent World Championships at the Lakeside hasn't really quite reproduced the form of 1994.
Well, that almost was the theory that the World Darts Council put out, was that the top pros playing against each other all the time.
Went for 74 here, Sid. Treble 14 he wanted, but sorry, you were saying?
Practice is no good. You've got to play against the best week in, week out. And Taylor against Priestley, against Lowe, against Bristow.
140.
Faster to the hockey and throwing the 2 darts faster, John.
Yes, he did, didn't he? Seemed to release them quite quickly. And it is, in Part's case, all about rhythm. And it's a very, very difficult thing to get together when you're playing Priestley, because you're so long off the hockey while he's waiting to throw. It's all perfectly legitimate. It's all perfectly part of Priestley's game. Tops he wants for the first set.
40.
So Part will go for 82, and Priestley knows he might have let the Canadian in here. Will go
82.
for bull shortly. 25 leaves, 17 tops. Oh, he's missed. Well, 77. I think that's in 5.
It's in the 5.
77 left. He's left himself where he has to get a treble now. Went for treble 15. He'll be disappointed there. Would have fancied either the bull or the 25. But he might have recovered with the last start, but it may be too late. Priestley 10s, double 10 for 3-0 and the first set.
Sorry. So here he is, poisoned for the set, Dennis. As John pointed out accurately, his slow pace has forced Part to change tactics, go faster. This for the set.
10 score.
Well, it's now Part, double 8, been let in here. And so often after a leg like this where things can change. Remember, Priestley had the darts in this leg, so there you are.
John, the third leg.
By Priestley's indifferent finishing there. And
fourth leg.